do another stream. And in this stream, we're going to be working on more of the bounty site here. And I'm hopefully going to be implementing payments so that we can complete bounties. And yeah, that's basically it. So let me make sure I got Twitch here. I think I'm just going to use this chat, I guess. Let me pop that out. Blah, 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 blah. Pop out chat. Okay. All right. So I will leave this here. I'm going to just do always on top. And okay, you can do always on visible workspace. That's good too. So that way if I go scroll down like this, it's there. Okay, that's kind of neat. All right, yeah, so we'll leave the chat there. How's it going, Andrew? Going to be working more on the payment side of the bounty site. I think the bounty site's already looking pretty good. So we have all this, but now what you're hopefully by the end of the stream, what I'm going to have implemented is the payments. And when the payments are done and everything is set to complete, then hopefully I can put this thing live instead of what we currently have. Okay. So now I'm going to just pull down all the stuff I've been working on. So this is the React Noster library. I'm going to pull down the new stuff there. And then I'm going to do a bun run build. So now we got the latest. And then I have this over here. This is the server. We're going to stop that. This is the for next auth. Save this here. I would update NeoVim, but they have a new color scheme breaking update, so I'm not going to do that. Now, let's do git pull. Grab all these changes. I don't know why it's taking so long. All right, let's do button I just in case there's anything new. Yeah, all right, there was. Now I'll do bun run dev. Okay, that's good. Actually, that's not great because I feel like there was one new one. What's the errors here? Relays is undefined. Query sync in React Noster. Strange. I thought I pulled down all the newest stuff. Let me refresh this. Okay. Let's take a look here. So I should have the latest stuff. I should also have the latest stuff over here as well. Let me check and make sure. Yep, that's good. And that looks good. Let me think about this. We did build everything. We do have that. Query sync is a problem. Relays is undefined. And what? Maybe in the applicants? Everything seems to be working. Just one thing seems to be broken somewhere. I don't know, it's kind of hard to track that down. Let's see. Relays is undefined. let's go look at the code, I guess. See if we can track down that error. Libs, components, applications. It would be in the bounty feed. Okay. This looks good though. Got a card. Look cool here. I think it would be here if anything. Yes. Okay. And I think that's because I'm supposed to be passing this as an object now. Kind, number, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we have kind, number, event ref, right. So this needs a key. And the key will be, okay, we need a name of the key. Right now we just are passing the A tag, which was the old key. So now I'm going to say, instead of that, I'm going to say const event key is equal to, and we're going to say this. We'll say app applications A tag. We can just say app dash. Say count? Nah, not really, because because it's holding all of them. So I say app A tag like this. And that's the event key that all of, well, each individual one will be stored under. So let me think about this actually. That's the A tag for the bounty. Yeah, that's probably fine. So then we'll pass this as the event key here. Save that. And now, if I refresh this page, should get everything. And when I press more, and if there are applications, well, there won't be applications yet because I changed the types of applications. But this is looking good. There we go, no more bounties. Sweet. Okay, so I did put in a bounty. I don't know why it's not being picked up here. Other than somehow it's cached on the server. But I doubt that. Well, I guess it's fine. I can just make another one. And it clearly wouldn't take this long typically. It's just that I'm on the local server, so I have to actually compile this route. All right. Oh, I know why it's not in this list. Because that one is set to complete. And we're only getting the open ones. Select tag. We'll say no stir. Select reward. We'll say 21 sats. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Create the bounty. Confirm. All right. Because where I put 21, I guess I put 20. I don't know what happened there. But, all right, so 20 sats. Now, I need an account that will, do, like, that will handle the other end of things. So I need a private window. Okay. And I'm going to go to localhost from the private window where I'm not logged in. Now I'm going to need to log in with an nsec and an npub. And that means I'm going to have to send a key pair over. So let me grab that from here. now we have some dummy Yeti X. Yeah, why not? Whatever. Okay. So now what we'll do, we'll head over here, go to the Nostr channel, and these are some dummy accounts that we can use. Got the npub, and got the nsec. Log in. There we go. Now, we want to apply to this bounty. There we go. If we refresh over here now, should have an application. Cool. And now we can accept the solution and pay him. So that's now the part that I have to work on. So let's go take a look at the actual code. What should I do with this? Take you and just put you kind of over here. All right, we're in the batching, so let's go to bounty. The initial bounty, we have bounty metadata, tabs. Bounty metadata is there, but we're probably going to go to tabs. Then we have a feed, an applicant feed. And then inside the applicant feed, we have an applicant card. And inside of the applicant card, we're checking for Zap receipts. If I find one, I'll put paid instead of accept solution. But when accept solution is here, it should be open. Or I guess complete for now, just while I'm testing things. So we'll go to the accept solution button. And I think what we want to do it's going to get the zapping down first, I think. Have you tried Florp browser? No, what's Florp browser? Built in Japan. Sounds good. Built on top of Firefox. Let's go here. The source code of version 10 or later of Flort browser, the most advanced and fastest Firefox derivative. That's the thing. At least they're calling themselves a Firefox derivative, because like Arc browsers, like we're a whole new browser, and it's like, bitch, you're Chromium. What does it look like? I don't know what it looks like. Like this, I guess. No user tracking, that's nice. Open source, switchable design, based Florp. I like Florp better than Arc. Uh-oh, I'm not gonna be able to read that. How can I install it? Am I sure it's not gonna spy on me? I can install with a PPA. I got Flatpak. Multiple themes. I'll install it. I don't care. Let's take a look at it. Proceed with user installation. Yeah, I mean, it's a browser, so it's probably going to need a lot of nonsense. I trust you, Andrew. So, if I'm installing something that's going to spy on me or brick my machine, I'm blaming you. All right, well, we'll wait for Florp to compile there. Florp is a hell of a name. Okay, so let's go back to here. Let's actually shrink this again. There we go. Still rocking Pop OS. Soon to be Cosmic OS. I've tried it. Everything seems fine, at least for now. I mean, if it's nice and it has some new things on top of Firefox, I will. In terms of browsers, I think I'm only going to be using Firefox going forward. Brave browser, you know, I don't really like their shitcoin nonsense. I hate Chrome, so I don't want to use Chrome. I don't need Chrome for anything. It's not like I need it. I don't know, like, the developer tools in Firefox, at least for me, are fine. I don't really know what Chrome buys me, except for I'm using a Google product, and in general, Google's a pretty evil company, so it's like, I mean, I don't know that Mozilla's much better. I'm certain, well, I think they're better than Google, so. Installation complete. So, where the hell was I? We shall now run the browser. Canberra GTK module. I don't know what that is. All right. These are good docs. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, it looks fine. I don't know how old, like, the thing is. Firefox account. I would like that to not be there. I don't know who Cubesoft is. What does this do? Show sidebars. Bookmarks toolbar, bookmarks menu, other bookmarks. What does this do? Oh, it puts it on the other side? Okay, and what does this do? Shows that. What's this? Ah, note. Okay. Alright, so I guess you got like a little sidebar situation here. Extensions. I'm a little like, because I guess this extensions is, like if I click on this, it takes me there, and I click on this. That feels like maybe a little redundant. I guess I can probably change what's in the sidebar there, though. Anyway, I might try it out a little bit more. What's this? What's the Florp button do? What is this? Search tabs, new container tab. What does the Florp button do? Say hello to Florp view. Want that open tab on your phone? Grab it, need that site you just visited? Poof, it's back with, no. Because I don't know, I just don't want my phone tabs on my, like, I never really need this. I rarely actually use my phone to like look things up and then need to like then go look it up on a desktop. It's funny, sometimes I feel like technical companies are like solving problems that aren't necessarily the thing that will make them novel or the thing that most people use. I don't know how many people really need that. I need to disable some Florp bullshit. I feel like if any company wants to compete at this point and do something different, I feel like they need to build something similar to Arc, but don't force me to sign into my browser. Hello, I am Sun Roro in your Discord. Oh, okay, how's it going? UI customizations? Yeah, I'll have to check out the UI customizations for it then. Browser manager sidebar. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I probably want to load a custom user JSON in here at some point as well. Or user.js file, I think I meant to say. But it seems like an interesting project. I only want to work with things built on top of Firefox. I don't want to work with things built on top of Chrome. All right. So now I have this solution here. I can accept the solution. If I look at it over here, I still see that button. I shouldn't see that button in that view because this is the guy who put the solution in. Now, okay, yeah. So what we have are some callback functions. So a send payment response and that. Okay, so the callback functions here are going to be on. Excuse me, sir. Can I get some nice complete, please? On. Amount. Okay, never mind. It's in the Zap itself. Okay, yeah, I was going to say. All right, here we go. So on payment success, on payment failure, on Zap receipts, on no Zap receipts. So I think what we want to do is we want to change this. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to change the name of this function, handle accept solution. And we're going to change this to handle complete bounty. That's what that will be. And we're going to create another function called basically that, yeah. And actually I'm going to get rid of the mouse event click situation here because this is just going to be called. I think I'm just going to take this, well, something like bitch at me, so I'll leave that there actually. And then we'll jump back down here to the handle accept solution, if not public key, return, close this, close the whole thing. There we go. All right. So now, when we accept the solution, the first thing we're going to try and do is send a Zap. So let's run the await send Zap function. So now all of this really should do is allow me to zap them. So no Brave anymore? Yeah, no Brave anymore. I just don't, like, I don't know. I don't like all the crypto nonsense that's built into Brave. They just smell funny to me. I don't know. I'm going to stick with Firefox. Until something like much better comes around. I think the only other thing I would consider at this point is LibreFox. But like I've said, I feel like I've made it pretty clear, like in the Discord and other places, I'm extremely anti-web browser at this point, so I don't really give a shit about what my web browser is for the most part. I want it to be like the most privacy-focused web browser possible while still allowing me to do basic stuff, but ultimately I just want to use it less. Like I want to get off the web browser, and so that's what I'm going to be spending a lot of time working on this year. It has a Chrome engine in it also. Yeah, the Brave one does. I don't know. I mean, I feel like Firefox depends on a lot of the stuff that Chrome does anyway. I feel like Chrome is the web browser at this point. I guess unless you're on a Apple phone, in which case I think Safari is like, I think like every browser is actually just Safari if you're on an Apple phone. Do you have a video explaining how to debug Next.js in Luniverb? No. I don't really know how to debug Next.js, to be quite honest with you. If you mean like in the traditional sense of like debugging, I don't really know. I don't really debug. Like in the traditional sense for the most part. Like I just almost never really do that. I don't find myself in situations where it would really help me all that much. That, or it's just a skill issue. So I just like don't really, I do like the skill issue in addition to potentially a tooling issue as well, which is like the tooling, building debugging tools into NeoVim is not like necessarily a trivial experience. But even if it were, I just don't use debuggers that often. Console log, yeah. Console log is my debugger for the most part. Yeah, like 99% of everything I've ever debugged in the space is just console log. So, I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to send the zap. When I send the zap, we have some callback functions here. So it should be fine. Yeah. Send payment response. What is this bullshit? What is this nonsense? This comes back? Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, I can get that out of there. Okay. I don't think these are necessarily useful for me while I'm publishing something. For the most part. I mean, it might be, but I don't think so. So I'm going to just ignore these for now. The zap status might be useful because then we're just going to like hide this button while I'm zapping so you can't click it again. So what we'll do is we'll come down here and we'll say the button is disabled if while zap status is equal to fetching, but I must have something different. This comparison appears to be unintentional because the type zap event status fetching have no overlap. Okay, so let's go see what values are. Well, I guess we can't see, but I'm sure the editor will be smart enough to know. If I do a control space, idle, error, pending, and success. So we're going to say that it's disabled when we are in pending, which means that I'm currently zapping. So we're going to do that. So now if I come in here and I click accept solution, I have my Lightning wallet pop up and it's asking to sign a zap request event. I'm going to say yes. We appear to still be pending. This is not good. What is the problem? All right, you stupid thing. What's the problem? Okay. Zap failed. But where did it fail? Network error attempting to fetch resource. Confirm. Yeah, it looks like we're stuck here. What's going on? Get zap endpoint? Is that where we're getting stuck? Come on, Albie. Don't do me dirty like this. So now we have to go figure this stupid shit out. If we go to zap like this, there is only one call I need to go and make to make sure that this thing like exists, which is this. So if I do yank inner this guy, and I come over here, paste this in, the domain I think would be getalbi.com, and then the name here would be my username. Press enter. It exists, it's there, I'm able to get it. So where are we getting stuck? Here we go. All right, here's the debugging. Is about to have a whole debug session here. Accept solution in zap function. So it makes it to the zap function. So if I look for in zap function, I get this. Then I have these callbacks. Then I get an amount, and then I zap. with this here. So then if we jump over here and we go to the use zap hook. Oh, you know where I might be stuck is in this check receipt thing, but I'm pretty sure the intervals should be fine for the time. Like, I'm pretty sure this should be okay. Let's find out. So let's console.log inside of here. Checking for zap receipt. And we'll build this. Oh shit, no Florp. Get out of here. Bun, run, build. Okay, wait a minute. Why am I getting cores though? I fucking hate cores. Oh, jeez. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so it's a cores error. All right, who's my resident cores expert? Because this shit always confuses the hell out of me. I'm pretty sure that's on their end, but if that's on their end and I'm able to make the request from here, what's the freaking problem? Why would that be an issue? You know what? Maybe we'll push this onto the server and we'll just call it from the server, I guess, is maybe a valid thing to do. So let's do this. Let's I think I have some server code in here. Utils, maybe zap, batching manager. No. Maybe I don't have any explicit server code here. So let's put some explicit, an explicit server section like this. And what we'll do is we'll say, we'll just say index.ts inside of here. And then in the server, we will put the zap stuff that has to reach out for cores. So we have a get zap endpoint here. We'll do that. Yeah. And then we'll do this. We'll do, what's the problem here? We'll do that. And then we will export this. We'll import that. We'll import this. We'll jump up here and say use server. Okay, we have a profile type, and that's a type as well. Then what we'll do is we're now back in Zap. This is fetching that invoice. There's an error here. Oh wait, fetching the invoice. Probably okay, maybe? I don't know, we'll find out. And then we have the get zap endpoint here that we will import from the server. Okay, let's see if that changes anything. Where is this thing stuck? Maybe I need to put the other one on there too, but let's jump back in here, and then what we'll do is we'll just run through the whole flow here. So we have send zap. So I'm going to say console.log sending zap. Then we're going to do console the template, console zap request event. The zap endpoint, the invoice. Well, let's start with that. All right, now come back over here. Okay, so zap request event template was created. But why? Okay, we made it all the way to here. It already says it's failed. And, okay, we're here again with this cores issue. What's the problem? Didn't I push that over to the server? Next.js, that use server thing, that function should be called on the server as far as I understand. I have no idea how to solve this problem. I never had this problem before. This might be something only they can fix. Confirm. Looks like this isn't being called though on the server for some reason. So if I do get zap endpoint, we'll build that. A riveting cores issue. Great. Not how I wanted to spend my time. Okay, let's go back to the console here. Let's do this. Accept solution. Confirm. There it is. Wait a minute. Okay, that's running on the client, number one. Why the hell is that running on the client? Shouldn't I be able to... Maybe not because it's in a hook. So it just doesn't give a shit. Because if I go over here, I have use server there, and this stuff runs on the server. I guess maybe it just doesn't care. Because this is still running in the client. And then I'm getting a cores issue here. Am I just stupid? Like, what? I've never had this problem before, though. Why am I getting a cores issue? Trying to pay this here. I can reach it from here. Like, I can go to it. But if I try to make this request, it doesn't work. I think they need to allow, I think they need the header. They must have updated something like recently, because I have never had this problem. Or unless I'm doing something really stupid. Amount of fees, invoices amount. No. Is nobody having a cores issue? Mm-hmm. Your manifest.json. I guess I'll just put in an issue here. I don't know if it's just me. I feel like I've done this a million times before, just like this, though. And I was able to make payments. Maybe it's a bug. Screenshots. Yeah. Let's do screenshot, share. The same origin policy disallows reading the remote resources at that. Yeah. Okay. We'll copy that. I hate that I always have to like, oh, I can just preview this. Okay, yeah. Wow. Um, what are your favorite languages? I don't, well, I think a lot of languages have their pros and cons. I think I'm past maybe having always a favorite. We don't need this line here. But I think Go is pretty good. If you just kind of want to do something. If I'm going to be needing to write JavaScript, I'm going to be writing TypeScript. So I like TypeScript for that reason. I like Go. I think Rust is interesting. And probably C. If I was going to like name some languages that I like, those would probably be all the ones right there. I've never used Zig, but no cores issue. Why is this doing all this bullshit too with this little wiggly situation? Shouldn't it just show me all of my transactions? Like, what is the problem? Which NeoVim plugin you use to sort the Tailwind classes? There's no NeoVim plugin to do that, but I just use the Prettier. There's Prettier, and then there's a plugin for Prettier, which is for Tailwind. I don't know. How the hell can I tell the version of Alby that I'm using? How do you want me to know this? Feedback, settings, wallet, what? Help? That's not helpful. I don't know. And I guess hopefully someone gets back to me. But the best way to do Tailwind inside of NeoVim, though, is to go to NODE-TEC here, find something with Tailwind, classes. If I go to the bottom here, maybe. There's not enough there. If we jump back to something that has a good chunk of Tailwind classes, like you see like this here, like that. The best way to handle Tailwind is to use that, so that, for instance, if we take this, whoops, I just got done formatting, but if we take this and we do that, and I put it there, like that just means I can like write classes wherever I want, and then like they'll always be the same as long as I format, and then they just get put back where they're supposed to be, which I really like. The other way that you should be handling Tailwind classes in NeoVim is to just have a quick command that lets you jump between wrapping. So that way, like if you have a lot of classes, you can wrap and just go down. And then the other thing is, let's make this smaller so we can go like this. J and K should be mapped to GJ and GK. That way, when I press down here, I just move down through this line. And now I can edit my Tailwind classes like this. If I have a long Tailwind class and I want to edit it. That's the best way to do Tailwind in NeoVim. If you're not doing Tailwind like this in NeoVim, then you are probably going through intense amounts of pain. So, anyway. From Firefox add-ons list. Oh, okay. Maybe we'll try a different browser. I don't know, like, but... Where the hell is the add-ons list? Manage extension. Maybe it's having trouble because it's a private window. Permissions. Come on. I don't know what is happening here. New window, Albi. Okay. What the what is fucking happening? Code challenge? I'm getting redirected for what? What is going on? Like, this thing just will not work. I did not expect this. This extension has always worked so well for me. Every other time I've used it. Okay. Can I click on this stupid thing? Are you here? Yeah. All right. Accept solution. Confirm. Nothing pops up. Amazing. So, okay, so the better thing to find out from here, instead of clicking on this and finding that out, would be to check this here and to do a console log on the results. Wow, that's the profile event coming in, that's fine. And then doing, instead of this, we would do a result like that and compile this. Click that, it pops up. Yep. That gets the Zap endpoint. So we should see result somewhere. Here we go. There it goes. Yeah. And then the Zap endpoint is undefined. And then we're beat. Everything's going horrible today. Today's not a good day because we're dealing with CORS issues. Fuck you. Really? What is the problem? I'm almost positive this is issues on their end of things. But it really sucks because it stops me from being able to get stuff done. Let me take a look at this object here. That's the content. This is the profile content. The image is going to kind of blow that up a little bit, but if we scroll through it enough, we should get to some other stuff. There we go. Well, that's the created ad. Actually, we want, here we go. That's the about website. And there's the LUD 16, which is the correct one. Yeah. Yeah. Client is refusing to pay final invoice, so same. Yeah, it's funny because I'm having a similar issue where I can't pay an invoice. It's exactly my problem here. I'm trying to zap an invoice and it's not working. This does seem to be an opportunity to fix something because here I'm getting an error and I'm not correctly setting something in the hook. So when we are having an error, status to idle. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, it actually is. Yeah, it's failed. Okay, so that is just failed. But it's weird because if I can click on it, like, I guess it's just different because like I can get it. Like that's not the issue. I guess the problem really is just making like the call. Headers, response headers. I guess I just don't really know shit about cores. Is there any way to fix a cores issue from the client? This is for the server response, though. But as far as I understand, the only way to really fix this is on the server. Withdrawals Bitcoin. Nah, because then we'd have to, we would need some sort of payment processor, and that's what we're trying to get rid of. So I'd have to use something like Stripe or Plaid or something, I don't know, and then I'd have to go from there, so. Actually, it's for the browser? No? I don't know. I really don't know enough about cores, so it's hard for me to say. Let's try I don't think I have Brave installed, but we'll try maybe another. So I was just ranting about how I don't want to use another browser, and I really don't want to use another browser, but I think we need to test this with another browser. The only other browser is going to be a Chrome-based browser. So maybe we could just install Chromium. I think I can sudo apt install Chromium. Yeah. How's Pop OS treating me? Pretty good. I'm a big fan now. I really like it because I don't think about it. I never think about my desktop now. At all. And yeah. Just for test, you can start an extension to disable cores. Then you won't get blocked by it. How do you mean? I wait a minute. Wait a minute. Apt install shit with Snap now? What the fuck? Wow, I did not know that. So when you sudo apt install stuff now, you're installing things with Snap? I had no idea that was the case. Then you won't get blocked. Install a extension. Is there an extension that can help me here? I'm not aware of it. I don't know what the extension would be. They are rewriting GNOME in Rust, and it is a tiling window desktop environment. Yeah, you're going to have the ability to tile windows, which will be neat. And it's still a full desktop environment, so you don't have to think about like ricing. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I don't want to rice things anymore. I'm very over that. Like I don't want to ever think about the bar on the top of my computer. I just want this to like, I want whoever's working on my operating system I want to abstract those details to them. I don't want to like ever, because if I ever spend an hour thinking about how I'm ricing my bar here at the top, if I spend even 10 more minutes of my life thinking about that, like, what I'm trying to say is I shouldn't ever have to spend another 10 minutes of my life thinking about how things are laid out in my bar here. I want to abstract that decision to a desktop environment developer, and he'll hopefully have my best interest in mind. You can install this one and you won't get blocked by cores. Okay, let me quickly go to YouTube, and I'm going to give you the ability. Unless are you in the Discord and you can send me a message in Discord? I still am blown away, by the way, that I didn't even know I had Snap on the system. You know what Cosmic should do? Cosmic should rebase on Debian instead of Ubuntu. I mean, this is my, pie in the sky dream. But we rebase on top of Debian instead of Ubuntu. That way they don't have to keep up with they don't have to keep the same release schedule kind of thing as Ubuntu does, because they're already not doing that. They already didn't release 24.10 or 23.10. I think it's 23.10. Yeah, 23.10. So why not just build on top of Ubuntu and get rid of all this, or on top of Debian and get rid of all this bullshit? I don't even know what the fuck is going on here. I don't even understand the concept of, if I think I'm installing something with apt, I thought that was its own thing. I had no idea that Snap could be like under the hood in this case. I thought apt was as low as I would go. Like that would be, anyway, I don't know, I'm confused. So let me, one second, I'm going to go to my YouTube channel. I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you an ability to send me a link through there. I'll just make you like a moderator. What backend framework am I using? Well, it's Next.js, so it's just using, all right, Dan is now a moderator. You're a standard moderator. Okay, Dan. So if you could link me something in the chat for this, that would be very helpful. Let the autistic nerds make the Linux OS. Yeah, exactly. Listen, and I'm one of those people, but if I'm not getting paid to rice my desktop, or if I'm not like achieving my goals, it's just not a goal of mine to rice my desktop to make it look really cool. I'm never ricing a bar again. I mean, I'll do like, if there's like toggle switches where I can say like, maybe like move this over here or move that over there. I don't know, or like move the time to the right. I would do something like that. But imagine like trying to like go like deciding on the font and deciding on the icons and deciding on the size of the font and deciding and having to build in the system tray and then having to think about like, oh, how can I get like a drop down menu and blah, 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 blah. No, definitely not. Don't want to deal with that anymore. Let me get into Matrix to send it to you there. You should be able to, okay, here we go. That's the Chrome Web Store, but allow cores. Oh, okay. Well, let's go see if we have a one for Firefox. Firefox extensions. Cores unblock. It looks like there's a lot. It looks like this is the one that you linked me. Okay. Add. Okay. Why is it fucking blue now? Oh, shit. They have like a way. I think like they support. I think they support getting paid somehow. That's really weird. Okay, maybe it will just work now. I don't know. Or maybe not. Or maybe I need to restart the browser. I put my mom on Linux Mint and I'm racing here. Her machine, she has low vision. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if everybody needs a riced machine. Don't install these useless extensions. If you're using Next.js backend, just Google Next.js config async headers to actually solve instead of course. Okay, so wait a minute. I'm so confused. So, all right, I have run into this before. The way that I solved it with Next.js was just like turning something into a server function, and then it just started working, and then I stopped thinking about it. I tried to do that again with Next.js here, and in my little server directory here, I put use server, and I was kind of hoping that this would only run on the server then and be invoked that way. You need to click the extension button? Okay. Okay, gotcha. Toggle on. Reload active tab. Accept solution. Confirm. And it looks like we're still stuck. One second, let's try Chromium. Maybe I should have installed Chromium with flat. Now I got Flatpaks on my system and snaps, and I just don't know. I don't know what's going on at this point. Jeez, how long is that going to take to open? Is it even opening? Whew. This is the power of Linux. There's 50 million different freaking package managers installed with other package managers, and when I try to open something, it just absolutely shits the bed. Can we open the stupid browser? I mean, like, what's going on here? I'm switching to Windows. I've had enough of this bullshit. This is ridiculous. Right. It looks like I literally just get stuck here somehow. And I don't know how long it waits to actually make this call. It looks like it's going to wait a long time though. There it goes. Hold up a second. Oh, look at this. I think it did work. Why is it taking so fucking long? I get the wait a minute. So we get the Zap endpoint result. We get this as the response. We do a JSON parse, and the JSON's messed up. I get a response that's a 524 now. And it tells me it's a type CORS response. I'm assuming the 524 is a CORS issue. What is a 524? Assign pass credit to... fuck. HTTP. The server acting as gateway or proxy did not receive a timely response from the upstream server. Oh, okay. Right, so we're just not getting it. For some reason now I'm like getting the response like back kind of. I don't know. This is very confusing to me. Okay, then think carefully. If something is running on the same origin, you won't have to deal with CORS. Use server, which is a server component. Well, it's not a server component. It's just something that runs on the server when you run use server. It's not a server component.